the last time I talked to you, we were discussing like how important it was to feed your mind with the exact opposite of what you've been feeling on a consistent basis. You said that you took some time to take a nice hot bath and listen to those healing tones. What was that experience like?
It was relaxing. Like I said, at first I was just there. Like you said, I just to give myself some time. And sometimes being busy with two kids, I don't give myself my time. So I took your word and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go in there. So at first it was more like, okay, let me just get relaxed. And I did. And eventually, okay, I'm like, okay. And then like I was starting to then getting into the melody of the music. And then I just started crying because all my emotion just came, like all the crap that I've been feeling, like the stress, that, everything. It was just like, but it felt good. Like it felt relaxing, but at the same time good because I felt like I was just like letting it all out, you know?
Oh, good.
So I'll definitely be doing that more often. Um,
Like
but
tonight.
mhm.
Yeah. Good. Every day, finding a way to do it. Absolutely. Okay. I wanted to talk to us. I sent you something on the internet and it was on Instagram and it was about what we're experiencing right now in our current reality is not so much how we feel right now, but it's almost like a reflection of what we've been thinking about over the last few years, over the last few weeks. So like, does that make sense to you, or how do you take that? What's your interpretation of me telling you that?
Well, I feel like every stage in our life we have a concern. Before it was trying to make money for the family, and now when you are left to one income, I feel like it's more of a stress because then all the responsibility is on you. But I mean, I feel that each stage of your life, you're going to have that regardless. It's just going to be a little bit different in a different scenario. But I feel so far like it was stressing me out, but I have been able to manage and to tell myself just take it day by day. This cannot be fixed overnight as long as I have the necessities and my kids are taken care of, I'm okay. You know, like I'm a really believer when it comes to God, just because I was raised like that. I know a lot of people, believe more in the spiritual world, but I still have a heart for God. And I feel that even though I've been going through this roller coaster ride, whenever I need him, whenever I feel myself in a bind, like how am I going to get through this financially? Something always happens. Like it's just crazy. And I called my mom not too long ago and I told her that I'm like, Mom, like this is just so crazy because now that I'm in need, I see it more. I'm sure, like I said, I don't want to preach here for too long because everybody has different beliefs, but I truly believe that in God. And I feel like before I took all that for granted. And then now that I'm in the position that I am where I actually um, can take a pause and realize like I am so blessed. Yes, it's hard. And yes, sometimes I feel like I'm going to just collapse, but I'm starting to think positive. Like I'm keep on like trying to tell my brain, my mind to think positive, and so far I can say even though I'm hurting, I'm still blessed and thankful. you
That's
know
beautiful. I'm happy that you have something that's in your life, whether it's God or again, like I know that's not for everybody,
right.
but that's amazing that you have something that gives you hope and that you know that when shit hits the fan, when things get really real, that you know that there's going to be something that just falls into place.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, right now we're in such a raw state in your life. You're literally like at ground zero and we're building. And what's amazing about this is we're constructing a home that's not faulty. And by
Right.
that, I mean your heart, your mind, your body, like we're going to be building. And so now it's like you get to choose, like, what is it that you want to experience? How is it that you want to feel? And so right now you'd said something that just like made me think of something, not only with God, but also, oh my gosh, what were you saying? Oh, receiving. Okay. So I know you said that now that you're in you're experiencing a lot of hardship in a sense, like you're the sole provider for your kids, you're the sole like you're taking care of them mostly in your home, like
Right.
they're just relying on you. When is it time for you to receive? And that's something that I really do want to try and share with you, like how important it is. It was so emotional for you in that bathtub for, I'm sure, a bunch of things. But one reason I know for sure why it was so emotional for you, because you were finally taking time for yourself. You were finally just taking a moment to feel the hot water on your skin, to feel what it felt like to just adore you and your body. And the more that you're in that state, of, you know what, like my hands are down. Like you've heard that I think in church and like in regards to God, like drop to your knees and like and pray and be open to his heart, to his mind, to his soul, because once you're connected in that way, you're open to receive. Same thing with the spiritual reality. It's like um, are you open to receive things, or are you going to continue to, nope, like don't help me. I'm this strong woman and I'm going to be here for my kids, and no matter what, like when you are in a open space to allow people to help you, like that stuff is going to come more into your life. Have you experienced, since you having to take care of your kids full time, anybody like jumping into, hey Cindy, like I would like to gift you this, or any like amazing opportunities for help?
Um, Financially, my parents have helped me, and also one of my uncles. Um, because they know my situation. They know I'm just barely making it with bills and all. So out of nowhere, that's what I'm saying. Like out of nowhere, they'll be like my uncle. That's the last person he sent me money. He said, "Here you go." He said he put in a little memo. He's like, "Here you go. Go be a great mom this weekend." He sent me money because he knows that I first think about, making sure that we are okay financially, that we have food on the table. But he knows how important it is for me to spend time with my kids and not worry about, like, oh, if I go and take them here, I won't be able to pay this other bill. So just little things like that. It's like, it just pops on my phone and he just put, here, go be a great mom this weekend. Like little blessings like that. It's just like, I know I have a great support system back at home. That's why I feel that my best place for me to heal completely will be surrounding myself with people who I can count on, where they automatically extend their support, where I don't have to feel that I need to ask for it, because I was raised like that too, right? To be independent, to hold my own. And sometimes it's hard for me to ask for help, even though I need it. But when it's given to me just because of the kindness of their heart, because they know my situation, it's just like, I am so lucky, because not everybody has that. Not everybody has people who are just out of nowhere will extend, a hand. And
Absolutely. And being in that state of, thank God, like thank God first of all. Second, like I am so blessed. Third, like I am so lucky. Being in that mode and being open is going to bring more of that. So I'm so happy that you don't reject that help, because this is showing you like you're headed in the right direction. Those kinds of things are going to start happening and flowing. The tighter that you hold on to that reality that you used to have, which was with the husband in the house, the kids doing all of the functions, going to all of the parties, whatever it was. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. So
right.
but
Mhm.
doing all of the things that you used to do, holding on so tightly to those that reality is
Teens,
gonna, it's hard. And you
yeah.
you can't you can't do that because we're going to be we're choosing a new reality. We're
Right.
choosing something new. So don't be scared to let this go. Don't be scared to let that go. This responsibility go. Like, maybe you're going to have to skip a few of these. I don't know. I don't know if they're in any sports right now or any extracurriculars.
Dance, and then David's in baseball. So he's going to start soon. But here in our community, actually, there's a lot of volunteer parents that help out with that. So really, all you got to do is very inexpensive. It's just mainly just to get the community together and for all the kids to be involved in some type of sport. So it's not for the money. So that's why little things like that, I don't mind it because it's something that I can. It's a one-time fee. You just got to get your kids some pants and they're good to go. And when the season comes up, everybody posts, says, "Oh, my kid outgrew his cleats. Anybody wants them? $10." And they're like, "I'll take them." So so that's the good thing about living in a small town, that we are a community that help each other out. So it's not like, oh, if I put him in baseball, it's gonna hurt us. No, it's actually something good so that he can also keep his mind on something else besides the fact that, hey, I'm coming home to just mom because dad's not there because my parents are divorced. And here and there I will catch them sad, and I ask them what's going on, and they just say, "Oh, I miss daddy." And they'll, or my little one, my little boy is like, "I hate that you guys got a divorce. I want things to go back to what they were." And little things like that, it just breaks my heart. So I feel like by keeping them busy, maybe it'll help them too, to not be thinking about that when we come home, it's just me and them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as you're not over investing in making them feel good when you need to feel good, you are number one. Again, I'm going to keep reminding you every
Yeah.
single day we're together here online is the better that you feel, the better the kids are going to feel because they can
Yeah.
feel you right now. So if
Yeah.
you're going to say, I don't know if I can do it, I don't know, I don't find myself beautiful, I don't find myself strong, how am I going to do this? Those kinds of things are going on in your head while they're valid right now. Thank you for trying to protect me right now. Those are the thoughts you're telling them. Thank you for trying to protect me right now, but I got it. Right now, I'm going to choose to read a self-help book. Today, I'm going to choose to listen to some self-affirmations of, I am fucking beautiful. I am courageous. I am strong. Like a bunch of things to feed your brain because right now it hurts so freaking bad to wake up to know that your house is just kind of, like in a disarray. It's not the way you pictured it, but what's beautiful about that is we're going to build something new, but we have
Right.
to be in that space. Did you take any time to look at the book that I recommended?
Yes, I read well, it read to me a few minutes.
I know it's a little bit out there in a sense of like, so it's called, what is it? Supernatural, How to Be Supernatural.
Yeah, how to be supernatural, right?
And it's from Joe Dispenza. I like starting off with his thought patterns because he's not so out there with like spirituality.
Yes.
But he is a doctor in a sense, like he studies brains. And so
Yeah.
he knows the patterns in which our brains operate when we've been focusing on things that hurt us for long periods of time. So in the beginning of the book, it talks a lot about, stuff that people have experienced. Did you get to a part where what part did you get to?
I don't think I got far. I think I got like 15 minutes of it.
Okay, that's fine. Did it discuss about a woman that lost her husband, like he died,
Yes.
and then like the thought patterns that she was experiencing because she had no husband anymore, and like how she kept ruminating about it, and then all of a sudden like illness started to take over her body.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so crazy, like once she was able to start working with him, and not saying you need to work with him, I'm just saying like
Right.
to take these ideas and run with them, is like how not beneficial it is to experience he's gone, what did I do wrong,
Right.
continue to question yourself when it was never about you, that it ran its course. And that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about, Amal. Let me is
Back-
like it's so important, there's so many different things, dude, because
Yeah.
I've been through it, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm saying like there are some things that it hurt me for so long that it wasn't beneficial, and I don't want that for you. I would like it if you could, just choose something else.
Mm-hmm.
Choose
Yeah.
something else because your kids are younger than mine, and like it would save you so much hardship. Your kids are so young, and if I could help you in any way, I feel like it would it would just benefit you and your kids, your relationship, and not only just your relationship, but like the better you feel, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to impact everyone in your family for the
Yeah.
better. So anyway, what was it? I wanted to talk about, okay, so we were talking about the husband that passed away, how you could literally heal your body. They say disease comes from dis-ease, which is what are you ruminating? What
Mm.
is going on in your mind over and over again, and how you can make yourself sick, not to scare you,
Right.
but just to be aware of
I,
how powerful.
I believe it because when people think they're sick, they make themselves sick because they believe it.
Absolutely.
So I took your advice of going on walks. So even though it's a little bit of time, because I said once I get home, it's homework, dinner. And so I was like, okay, well, I need to make time for myself. I need to find out where I can squeeze it in, even if it's just 20, 30 minutes. So what I've been doing, if I wake up early enough, I will, like today, I did 15 minutes of kettle swings and deadlifts. And
Hit me.
I did three sets, three different exercises, three sets of each. And then, of course, then the kids got up and they're like, "Go make me breakfast." So I was like, "Okay." I made them pancakes and I made them scrambled eggs. And then Bailey was like, "Oh, today's breakfast was good." I was like, "Thank you." Yeah, because usually we're like, "All right, grab a cookie, let's go." So me getting up early, doing a little bit of exercise, making them a good meal before they go to school, dropping them off the earliest I have dropped them off this whole school year. And then got home, got dressed, or took a shower because like I said, I did a little bit of workout. Took a shower, got ready, went to work, and then on my lunch break, I went and I did 30 minutes of walking, came home, grabbed my lunch, went back to work. So I was having a great day, right? And I don't know if you want to hear this or if you want this in this video, but one of my ex-boyfriends reached out and asked me what was going on. He's like, "Why do you need healing walls? What's going on?" But just the fact that he was very kind, like saying pretty much, "I'm sorry that you're going through this and all that." And then, just pretty much saying, "You are great, don't let this put you down." And he was just genuinely concerned that, that I was okay. So that I told one of my girlfriends, I'm like, he reached out to me and was concerned on how I was. I'm like, I feel good knowing that even though me and him dated and I was the one that pushed him away, he doesn't consider me a terrible person,
Yeah.
you know?
What? You thought that you were a terrible person?
Yeah, I mean, because when you break up with someone, it's not always good, right? And like I said, me and him have always stayed in contact. I don't know why, to be honest, because like if I see him, I'm still attracted to him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I try, and like I said, even though I was always faithful to my ex-husband. Like I never did anything that, was not okay. Um, but still, if I feel like if I would see him in front of me, I will still feel like, ooh, little butterflies for him, right? But I mean, is that bad? No, right? Unless you don't actually do something. But um it's just the fact that, like I said, like I was the one that pushed him away. I was the one that ended our relationship. And we kept in contact throughout all these years. And then right before I met Adam, me and him reconnected. But we were just talking, nothing serious. But in my mind, I thought like, oh my God, why is this man keeps on popping in my life? Are we meant to be together? Like, what's going on? And then that's when I found out that I was pregnant with Adam. So of course that all like, you know what I mean?
Right.
In the back of my head, I always thought like, if I wouldn't have gotten pregnant by Adam, would me and him would have ended up together? And just the fact that I was the one that pushed him away and probably was unfair and just cut it. I would think that he would resent me or not even want to speak to me. But it has always been the opposite, you know, like he has always been like checking up on me, how you're doing. And then when I moved to Texas, and you know, he always comment on my kids' pictures, oh, they're cute, or you know, and he said like it's like it always seems that you were happy. He's like this would have never crossed my mind, because he asked what happened, and I said, well, this is what happened. He's like, you always seem so happy in your pictures with your family. He's like, I would have never thought that this was happening. And then and that's when he said, I'm sorry that you're going through this. And that's why I'm just like, okay, not everybody that I was probably rude at one point thinks I'm horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That meant a lot. Like that made me, I guess, I know I should know myself, and I should know that I should give myself more credit. But just the point that I'm right now, I feel like I'm the worst, you know, because this person makes me feel that way.
Don't give him the power. Again,
For the power.
you are making yourself feel this way. And it hurts so bad. 'Cause I'm going to keep correcting you every time. It hurts so bad. And your heart feels like shattered in a million pieces because it's not true. And because
Right.
you are powerful and because you gave him your power. But we're taking it back.
Yes.
Also, I want to point out that we had our last discussion, and I remember you saying that you feel like sometimes like you're a witch, not in a creepy way, but in
Yeah.
a way that you feel connected, like you have a whisper in your mind that you sometimes don't listen to and that you do listen to. What makes you think that he was supposed to be this ex person that came into your life again? What makes you think that he was supposed to be there when you had these thoughts and feelings that you needed to let him go? And also, why do you think he's popping up right now, especially with you feeling the way you are? And why do you think when he reaches out to you, you feel flutters in your heart? It's usually because they're not really meant to be there. When you feel any kind of dun 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 dun, any kind of boom boom boom, like heat in your stomach, any boom boom boom, anything like that, it's usually that they're really not meant to be in there.
Okay.
They're, and so trust that. Those feelings and emotions will come up, but you have to listen to them. And that's another thing that I would like to put myself in charge of
Yeah.
is helping you get close with your intuition because
Okay.
you're going to stand taller. You're going to stand firm in your boundaries because we can't be just letting anybody in right now. You're in such a raw state. So be careful with who
Okay.
you're inviting in. So if, whoever the hell from our past starts popping up, take it as a test. Take it
Yeah.
as, it's like almost like they're fishing. Is Cindy gonna catch the fish?
Or should I let it go back?
I would just like the comment. That's it. You look great. Like it. That's it. You don't have to open. You don't have to. Those are your boundaries.
Yeah.
You're again focusing on the car crash. It's not helpful.
Where do
So
you
be careful with who you reach out to. Huh?
I said, where do you come up with this stuff?
Girl, I've read so many books, but like in order for me to help, it helps. I feel like it's my interpretation. It's what I was able to understand from the books and things and like with my personality, my little flavor, like I am still who I am. I'm still silly in a sense. Like I still have like that like I don't know, like mischievous, but also like I don't want to follow certain rules, but now
Mm-hmm.
I understand like the bigger picture.
Yeah. Okay.
And so right now we're in a very vulnerable state. Your
Yeah.
heart is, feeling kind of, hold on, sorry, I have like a little, anyway, your heart is feeling kind of sensitive right now. And it felt good for you to have like a Cindy, like, yes, but you want those ride or dies. You want some people by your side that are not going to just disappear out of nowhere. You
Mhm.
want people like your family, like you say, like right? So just be careful with what you share online. Be careful with who you share it with and make sure, does this person align with who I'm becoming or are
Mhm.
they just reaffirming who I used to be? Because he knows who you used to be.
Right.
Yeah. But anyways, okay, so there's that. Another thing I wanted to talk about is I know it seems kind of early, but I feel like we need to think about some goals. Like, what is one goal that you would like to set for yourself for this year in regard to personal development for you, not for your kids, not financially, something like something new, something fresh. Are there any goals that you can think of that can come to mind?
Um, is this just about my persona or like a like a hobby or project?
I like that question a lot. It could be either.
Okay. Um, well, one thing that I do want to accomplish is feeling confident again in my own skin. That's that one thing because I feel like when I felt confident, I felt better. I feel more joy. Like right now, I'm just like Yorona all the time. You know what I mean? So I want to get out of that. You know what I mean? I want to just like be able to just walk and feel light and be feel great and not feel like ugly and disgusted about myself, you know? So going on these walks made me realize that like how great it is to get my body out there. Yes, I'm not doing much, I'm just walking, but still just the fact of just walking, it was like, oh, this is so great, you know? Especially because I work sitting down most of my day. So I know I needed to get my ass off the chair, you know? So that's one thing. I feel like if I feel good, if I see myself good, if I like myself, I think that would help out with my self-esteem. As in project wise, I don't know. I want to see what I I want to see what I want as maybe as a little career. Like I don't want anything too much, you know, to take too much time. But I was telling you, like I have always liked real estate, things like that. And that's probably one thing that I need to look into, like what it takes for me to become a realtor. Um, like a fun job where the job is fun and not feel like, oh, I have to go into work, you know?
Yeah.
So
I love that idea. And I'm so excited that you mentioned confidence because I feel like the more confident, the more sexy you feel, the more courageous you are. And then the more times that you want to create and you want to take action. Like the better I feel with inside makes me want to eat better. And then I want to take care of myself a little bit more. And then it's like almost like it's like a really beautiful garden almost like I see myself as a garden and I'm continuing to water her and prune her and make sure like certain plants are taken care of for certain sun and it's like it's our bodies are the same thing. So the better and more confident you feel within yourself, the more that you're going to want to invest in yourself. And I think that it's awesome that you have the goal of finding a career that you're a little bit more interested in and like you feel more excited about. And I think that it'd be so awesome for you to step into the realtor lifestyle and for you to be able to go into somebody's life because I know like the essence of who you are, this bubbly, silly, fun, like energetic little fireball that you are. And I feel like when I could just imagine like you dressed up really cute and like this adorable like coat with like these little heels, not too high because you have a lot of walking to do. And you open the door of a home to a family that's been looking for a home for however long. And they walk into this house and you have to be as vivid as possible. Right now I'm showing you like how manifestation works. So
mhm.
for you to visualize this new future for yourself of this new career, you walk into this new home with a red door. You walk into the door and you show this family this two-story home with a giant chandelier in the center with all white counters and white cabinets and all wooden floors. And they just look up and they're just so happy to be there. And they're so happy that you're there for them. And they are just wowed when they see the backyard. What does the backyard look like?
Green with the pool, a patio, flowers, nice landscaping.
Okay.
Then
All right. What does the fence look like?
they're gonna be white. We're gonna do
Oh,
fence,
white picket fence.
white fence, and we're gonna have a modern pool with little. little chairs where you can lay and sunbathe.
Beautiful. I like the stage. Very nice.
Yeah,
And they're giving you a hug now because of how happy they are. It's a group hug because those are the best. And you have just sold your first house. The commission is 10,000.
1,000.
How does that feel to
It
even
feels
think about
great.
that?
It feels great to have been able to fulfill my client's dream home. That we were able, it takes a team when you in real estate. It takes a team.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have always been a people pleaser. It gives me joy to help people out and to see them happy. So I feel that that would probably be something that I could thrive, because
Absolutely. That little practice right there is kind of like an example of what is best to do like right before bed every night. And so if you could think of what Cindy would look like and what Cindy would feel like if she was at her top 100 performance. So,
hmm
your health goals, your vibrancy, your energetic goals, anything like whatever you want to experience, what kind of relationships that you want to experience, friendships, family, whatever it is, like with your kids, what does that look like and feel like to have it all? And kind of just dream and make it as extravagant as possible. Little by little, you'll start to see your outer reality change. But right now, again, we're at ground zero.
hmm
So it can only get better from here.
right.
And it's going to change. And sometimes it can change really rapidly. You might get a phone call tomorrow and be like, Cindy, I'm sorry, but you need to get out back to California in like a week because I
Oh,
have a home for you. Not only do I have a home for you, I also have free childcare
oh.
and schooling for you to get into while you work from home. It's like, what? Best case scenario. You
Yes.
don't know, just like that. You had your uncle send you a fat stack of loot. Something like that could happen. But yeah. Anyways, that's what something I just wanted to kind of like instill in you because you mentioned God and how like amazing miracles can be and like how when you're at rock bottom, all of a sudden something just comes. Being
Yes.
in that state of, hey, I don't even know what this has entailed. Like, I don't know what's coming, but all I know is it's going to be good, and just sit back and receive and just watch. So I'm just hoping that you don't like hold too tightly on your daily routine and know how important it is. So, like, for example, you got to get your laundry done and you have 10 minutes to spare for a bath. Which one are you going to choose?
Bath.
Yeah.
It's funny that you say because I do have laundry waiting for me to fold.
Perfect. We're recording this. I need you to do me a favor.
Okay.
Every time that you just have to relive and rehash and try to analyze everything that just it happens in June. This is what happened, yada yada. This is what a new discovery has been made of a friggin' new female, however many females, or the lack of, I don't know, whatever the hell. What he
Yeah.
did, what he chose, what he didn't do, how he keeps doing this stuff to you. Every single time you start getting into this tornado thoughts, we're gonna
Yes.
call it tornado thoughts.
Tornado
I want
thoughts.
you to take a really, really big deep breath right now, and you're gonna copy me, okay? You're gonna take
Okay.
a deep breath, and then when you let it go, I want you to make a loud fucking noise. You're gonna be
Mhm.
weird, okay? And
Mhm.
you're gonna stick your tongue out as hard as you can. It's called a lion's breath because you just got done literally absorbing all of that toxic shit, and now it's in your body. You need to get it out,
Okay.
okay? So we're gonna take a deep breath. Yeah, you really do, because there's some bullshit in here.
It is.
We are not going there because there's no reason to continue to analyze because he chose what
No.
he chose.
Yes.
And if you just said that his own mom is sick of it.
Yes. But she
That's,
has no choice because it's her son, and that's why he's still there. And
can
that's
you
why,
imagine if your
yeah.
son decided to do to create this kind of lifestyle for himself, and you loved his wife and you loved your grandchildren so much. Can you imagine how heartbreaking that would be?
Yes.
I know
I
you would
know.
say, I would never kick her to the side, this and that, but what if your son was like forbidding you to, like you don't know what's going on,
Right. Well,
and
he
we don't
did.
need to go there.
He did. He did forbid me from going to family gatherings. So that's why if he's there, I'm not there. But that's the thing. Like if they ever have anything at his mom's, he will be there. The cousins and other aunts, maybe not because everybody kind of like just like doesn't care for him. But his mom, because it's his mom, she doesn't have a choice.
Now we have to do another lion's breath. Yeah, yeah. Every fucking time it comes out of your mouth, where you have
Okay.
to analyze the situation and you're replaying it over and over
Yes.
again, which is
Yes,
ultimately hurting your heart.
it is. Because I'm replaying it. I'm reminding myself.
It's like you want to watch a scary movie, but
No,
you
I
don't
don't want
like
to watch
scary
scary
movies.
on replay. On replay. I don't like scary movies to begin with.
There you go. Neither do I. So why do you
I
keep?
don't like I don't like it how they make
I'll
me
be like this.
feel.
Ah, la 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 la. I don't hear you
I
every time.
don't. I'm gonna
So every
stop.
single
I
time,
know. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. He's not wasting my oxygen.
you're wasting your oxygen on something that is really crappy
Yes, it is.
and
It is.
painful.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, okay.
Yes, every single time. I'm telling you, every single time you catch yourself, oh,
Yes.
I'm doing it again.
I'm
Lions.
gonna bite my tongue.
No, you're gonna stick that shit out.
Or before anything comes out. If I'm thinking about it and I'm about to start talking about it, I'm gonna bite my tongue. But if I do end up saying something, I'm just gonna go. But if
Yes.
I'm thinking it and I catch myself, no, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna say it.
Because you have no idea, again, the kind of situation that he is experiencing. You don't know that he didn't have a place to stay because his mom literally kicked him out of the house, and so he's just at his last resort. You don't know when that lady is gonna kick him out, or if he's gonna choose to find somebody else, and then
Yeah,
they're gonna kick him out. We don't
yeah,
know.
right.
We
I
don't know
don't.
where you're gonna be in 6 months, in 1 year, in 3 years. You could be
Right.
making triple the income, having an amazing relationship with your kids, not having to deal with an alcoholic in the house. That
Yes,
sounds like a win-win situation.
I think so too.
We don't know. And so taking that away, taking that power away from him is restoring your power.
Yes, yes, yes.
So yeah, I'm glad that you
I
shared
just,
that with
yeah,
me.
I just like I said, like his face makes me lose it.
Yeah, and that's part of my job is that I'm going to help you understand that it was never really about his face.
Okay.
You're giving him the power. He shouldn't be able to mess with your body at all. He's out. He's gone. He's been gone since what, June or before that?
Gone, gone. Uh, yeah. Well, this all thing started in March.
Okay, he's been gone since then. So for you to have, heart racing, stomach churning, tight fists, clenched jaw, red hot skin, all of that stuff, like we've got to figure this out.
Yeah.
That's that you're letting too much of your energy out just experiencing this person that has no power over you.
Yes. No power.
Anyway,
No power over me anymore.
no,
I don't
absolutely. He
care.
was
I
never
don't.
he was never the boogeyman.
Yes, I don't care. I don't care about him anymore. He's not my problem. Not my problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely not. And that's another thing. Why the heck do we feel like the need to change somebody and to see the good in them when they're continuing to show us how much they really care?
Yeah, exactly. He
So
doesn't.
from
He
here on
doesn't
out,
care.
friendships, relationships, family. If they're showing you continuously they're not available for you, Cindy, you're not going to continue to allow them in your space, right?
Right, right. I
Okay.
will find people that will give me their time.
Yeah. But right now it's all about you. So
Yes.
just, yeah, take your time. Like if somebody reaches out and they want to know all your cheese, man, don't let it out.
Don't let it out. I just say, I'm okay.
You don't have to say you're okay. You could just be blessed and busy.
Got it.
Absolutely. In transition.
Don't tell my business.
No, because you're in such a sensitive state right now. We're building. It's like as if you planted a seed and you are staring at the seed like, why the freaking heck is it not growing?
Yeah.
She needs water. She needs daylight. She needs days.
Yes.
Hmm. Do you have, how are your dreams at night?
So yesterday I had a really nice dream. Like I don't remember my dreams, but I do remember they were not bad. But uh, I kept on like, am I gonna do that again if I say that I dreamt about him, like him?
You can just keep it really short and like,
Okay, but yeah, I mean, I dreamt about him being shitty, and then I would wake up, and then I'll just my head will just be all over the place, and I just kept on getting up. Where I kept on looking at the time, and it was like 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and then finally six when like, I wake up around 6:40.
mhm.
But yeah, I hate that. You know what I mean? I honestly, like you say, don't talk about it. So eventually I will forget about it. But ugh, that's my thing. Like I have always been like that. Unfortunately, I overthink things. I stress over something that I can't control, in hopes that I can, that I can change it. You know, that I can make it work. And that's why sometimes I hate that about me. I wish I could just be like, F you, bye. No feelings, you know?
I think that's a beautiful thing. That means that you are that you have a heart, that you are very compassionate, and that you're being authentic, and that you feel like maybe the thing is that maybe you attracted somebody that wasn't available, and you just wanted to see the best side of them, and you
Yeah.
had this hope and this vision, and it just didn't work out. And so I
Now
don't
it's
think that's
time.
a I don't think that's a weakness.
Yeah.
It's a great quality. So don't let that person take that part of you, because I think it's a beautiful part of you to have a nice big heart and to be committed to a partner and to see them shine.
Right. I mean, it's like I took a puppy from a shelter.
Girl, that puppy was biting you
That puppy, the puppy bit me like after a
and
week.
pooped in your carpet, and it was a brand new white carpet.
Yes.
And you said, I'm gonna still love you, puppy.
I know.
Yeah. But then it grew up to be the same kind of pooper on the carpet, and never stop biting you. And at what point do you say, hey, this puppy needs a new home?
Needs a new home. I am tired of picking up after him.
I fucking love this analogy. Do you see how it turns this into more playful?
Yes.
And it's not so like painful to experience, finding a way to make this light.
Yes.
We are in transition. This doesn't have to be, he doesn't have to be this terrible person that's evil and this and that. Like he shouldn't be able to be coming into your subconscious mind in your dreams.
Yeah.
You should be visiting your long lost relatives that you haven't seen in a long time that want to make you some
Yes.
homemade conchas. Okay,
Yes. Exactly.
that sounds nice.
Yes.
Maybe like a nice flying dream would be nice. What would you rather dream about?
So I wanted to go to Thailand this year, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So maybe I can manifest on that it does happen.
I'm all, what did you just say right now? You better watch your mouth.
I want to go to Thailand.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going. That's a better sentence.
Okay, okay.
I don't know how I'm going, but I'm going.
But I'm going. I am going.
Absolutely. You don't know. You could take yourself on an airplane ride right now, drop the kids off in California. You already know you've got that support. Take your
Yeah.
ass to Thailand. Take it for a week.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll do it. But that's why. I just I need a little bit more of financial stability for me to give myself that because I also believe that you can't wait on things because you never know. If I'm trying to save $10,000 and I die tomorrow, well, at least I had 3,000. I could have done something with that before I died.
I heard that we live like kings and queens out there in Thailand.
Yes,
That
because
that's
everything's so cheap over there.
yeah, the US dollar is a little bit more
Yeah. So with I mean, they say that the most expensive thing is the flights to get there because it's literally, I think, 2 days. Well, not necessarily 2 days. I think you fly in, you got a layover. It's like a 3 hour layover, and then you fly and then get there. So you have to. It's like, I think it was like 26 hours to get there.
mm,
Yeah. So just to get there, you got to pretty much exclude a whole day, and to come back a whole day again. So that's why when we and my girlfriend were talking about it, it's like, I guess the ideal trip to Thailand is 4 days because one day is like you fly in,
mhm.
then you explore for 4 days, and then the next day you fly back in, and then you gotta give yourself one day to recover.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I'm gonna make it happen.
You're gonna make it happen.
I'm gonna make it happen.
It is it's not your it's not in the 'cause same thing with what happened with your uncle sending you some random cash. You
Yes.
didn't plan that. You didn't ask for that. It just happened.
No.
So
Yeah.
being
And then,
open to receive plane ticket.
well, that's the thing. My friend, the one that is Yuli. Remember Yuli?
Yeah.
She's the one that she says that how because she flies a lot for her work. So she has a lot of points built up. She said, like, I just need to figure out how I can use these points. It's like, and don't worry about the flight. If I can get them through my points, I got the flights. You just have to save some money just to spend out there when we're out there.
Well, then that's taken care of, it sounds like. So you're gonna have to figure out a time frame. So like what month
Yeah,
do you want to go? Start planning it now. What do you
yeah.
what month are you thinking? Tell her what month and then start preparing for it.
Preparing for it, and then by then we will be in California, so my mom will take care of my kids. She did say, she's like, once you move here, you can give yourself some time to, go out with your friends, but I don't want to overdo it,
Yeah.
because I don't want her then I'm like, oh my God, look, she literally just took my word for it, and then she's leaving her kids every weekend.
The kind of mom that you are is not going to, that's so silly. You're already thinking about taking advantage of your mom. That's enough.
I know.
She also is a grandma and she wants some special time as well.
She does. She does love my kiddos. She loves all her grandbabies, not just mine. She loves them all. She's very good. She prefers to stay home and take care of them than go out.
Hmm.
So
Well, I think it's time to wrap it up. I think we've talked about some amazing things. I'm hoping
we
that
did.
you're able to take another bath today, hot bath,
Yeah.
same tones.
Once I put the kids to bed, we are gonna do that.
Good. You have salt, right?
I do upsoap salt or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then also those sounds, make sure you have the headphones on. That's what's gonna
Yeah.
make it work.
I
Even
can just turn on a lavender candle to get this right.
good idea. Yeah. Okay. So do your healing bath, healing tones, and then also don't forget, remember trying to use your imagination tonight. What is it that you want to dream about? What is it that you want to feel like on a consistent basis? What does Dream Cindy look like? Where is she living? What is she driving? What is she wearing? What does she smell like? Probably like Chanel and like cinnamon, right? Make
I
sure it's
like
rooted.
Coco.
Okay, okay. So yeah, so try to visualize some stuff tonight before bed. So that's your homework for tonight. Oh, speaking of homework, have you taken any time to do the
I
journal
need to I
prompts?
need to dance.
Yes, you
That's
did.
where I left off, the
Okay.
dance part.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You really got to do that because
Okay.
the more connected you get with your body and like feeling
What's
free.
after the dancing part? Is it something else after that?
I don't remember. I can go to the program and look and see, but I know that there's journal prompts.
Yeah,
So putting your journal and kind of answering those questions and that'll
got
be
it.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
So typically one week should be taken care of. Like I think we're like 1 week in it now. So
Hmm.
that whole section number one should be taken care of. So try to get that go get that
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Got
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, lovely talking to you, and I will probably talk to you in a day or two. But you could text me, but just like
Yeah.
video where we're able to
I'll
talk.
I'll text you if I mess up again.
You didn't mess up. You just forgot. All right. Bye.
I'm